get the dogs. Right, Princess, come on. Okay. Right, it looks a bit chilly, but we're going to give it a go. Alright, don't worry. It's all good. Let's have a nice walk. Okay. Right, okay guys. We're going to do this. Let's go. It's a bit cold, but let's see if we can go in the sunshine. And hang on. Oh, it's a bit. I know that the wind is a bit crap. Oops. There's my lovely camper van. Should we quickly show you the camper van? Whoa, we gotta show you the camper van. So hopefully we're on Defending Elvis Presley. There she is. We'll take her for a drive later. Look at that. Come on. Beautiful. Right. So I've got till 3 o'clock till the wife gets home. So this is my plan. Does that work? Just trying to get it. Okay. Hi, Pamela. So, sorry. It's a funny one because on Mondays, 8 p.m. So I obviously have to be home for the kids. Just get this the right angle. I have to be home for the kids. So she's at a park at the moment with her friends. My wife's got 4 or 5 female friends that she has met at the park. I'm not welcome, of course. I'm the wrong sex. I'm not female, so she doesn't want me there. So I have to do all my dog walks, all that kind of stuff before my wife gets home. All my lives, have my dinner, all that before 3 o'clock. So we're going to quickly do a dog walk now, catch a bit of sun. It is still a bit chilly in the air. I know it's sunny, guys, but there is still a bit of a chill in the air. So obviously we've got Ella and Princess. I got my silly vest on because I want to get browner. So, you know, quite a serious live we just had, in case you've just joined us. Quite a serious live, yeah? Are we on, just double checking, we're on Defending Elvis, yeah? Are we on Defending Elvis? Doesn't really matter which one it is. So it's a weird thing. Yeah, we are, I thought so, Pamela. So there's a bit of a weird thing. I've got to get a train into town or a taxi to collect my daughter's car, which is at the garage. They're repairing it. So this is okay. It's fine to get a taxi. I probably would like a train, but I probably will get a taxi because it's quite cold. From the train station, there's about a 20-minute walk, which I don't mind, but the kids may do because it's cold, a bit chilly. So I'm not gonna. Oops, hang on 1 second. 1 second, the dog's doing his thing. 1 second, guys. Woo. Oh, I love this. This is my favorite part of the day. All right. Okay. All right, then we have to do it. We don't have a choice, do we? There we are. There we go. You can get to see the British blue sky. We do have perfect blue skies today. So we had over, I think, like 45 of you watching for that live stream we just did. Thank you. Hi, Karen. Seriously, I'm amazed that over 40 of you are watching our lives. A lot of you, it's still early in the morning, isn't it? 40% of you in America, 20% of you in the UK, the rest around the world, Canada, Australia, etc. So, this picture was sent to me, a 1967 picture of Priscilla. This is part 2 of the live stream we've just done. So if any of you are joining, go back and watch part 1 of the live stream. I think it's called Priscilla Presley in a Prison, Why All the Lies? And it's on Defending Elvis Presley. We did do another live stream today we did one on Elvis Presley fan on keto, and it was about Jerry Schilling and Joe Esposito. So we've done a couple of live streams. So what was I saying, guys? So I come across this picture of Priscilla with her beehive haircut and her dark makeup. I think she's with Joe, Billy Smith's wife, and another lady in 1967. She's clearly very happy. Clearly very happy, yeah? Big smile on her face. She's fooling around. I remember this was probably just before or just after they got married. I would say probably just after. Looking happy as hell. And when I saw that picture, it's a great picture, guys. Go and have a look. It's on our Facebook. Our Facebook is called Defending Elvis Presley. Facebook. Please follow it. We've got nearly 8,000 people following us now on Facebook. And there's a 24-hour chat there, which is very busy. I have noticed that our 24-hour chat now is busy. There's a lot of people using it at the moment, which I love. I think it's great. You guys can exchange pictures, videos, information, and just get to know each other. Don't forget, we do also have another YouTube channel called... Yeah, good point, Pamela. We do have another YouTube channel that's called Elvis Presley Long Lost Footage, which is just a bit of a fun channel. Like, we put some vintage stuff on there. I do some questions on there. Question of the day tends to go on there. If I've got a question to ask you guys, I'll put it on the vintage channel. Anyway, so that picture got me really thinking. You know, she's got the black hair in that, the dark makeup. The one thing you see in that picture is that she looks very comfortable with her 60s looking black hair and dark thick makeup and her 5 sets of eyelashes. Now, we've all found interviews where she admits she likes the black hair, the beehive hair. She likes it. She likes the thick set makeup, the 5 sets of eyelashes. Yeah, there's 3 names. So we've got Elvis Presley fan on keto, and we've got Elvis Presley long lost footage. Elvis Presley long lost footage. Please subscribe to both, because I do a live on all of them. Like we did a really good dog walk, a really good camper van, classic car camper van drive home from the beach yesterday on Elvis Presley long lost footage. I just try and do a little bit on each, but obviously the main body of work goes into the Defending Elvis Presley channel. That's the main one that we are committed to, because that's where we defend. That's where we expose the lies of Priscilla, of the Memphis Mafia, of other people as well. The defending is done at Defending Elvis Presley, which is a tough game to play. Now, Elvis Presley fan on keto is a bit different, guys. We're keeping it light-hearted. Like today, we spoke about Jerry Schilling, and we showed a Jerry Schilling interview. We showed a Joe Esposito interview. There we go. Oops. Come on. So what we did was quite interesting interviews, actually. We had I think there was 3 little interviews with Jerry Schilling and 1 interview with Joe Esposito. Awkward, because I'm trying to be fair, because I like Joe Esposito, I like Jerry, but I do feel that Jerry, there's a problem with his loyalty to Elvis. I know Jerry loves him and all that, and Joe, as much as I love him, and I'm so pleased that his daughter phoned me at home and chatted with me, he made some little mistakes as well, yeah? I would say probably Jerry made more mistakes than Joe. That's just my opinion, yeah? Jerry's mistakes are more about how close he was to Priscilla. The fact he doesn't seem to have... After Lisa Marie died, I haven't really seen the support from Jerry towards her book, From Here to the Great Unknown, that I would like to see. I feel that... Tell me if you think I'm wrong, guys. I get the feeling that Jerry doesn't want to show support publicly for the book From Here to the Great Unknown because he's trying to keep Priscilla happy. Do any of you agree with that? Jerry won't publicly support the book From Here to the Great Unknown, Lisa Marie's book, that was finished by Riley Keough, because he's trying to keep Priscilla happy. Yes, there we are, Karen. The loyalty of Jerry is questionable because he's too loyal to Priscilla. But we do know that he loves Elvis. So, and I keep always saying it, Elvis bought him his house that he still lives in now. Come on, let's face it, the life Jerry has was given to him by Elvis. It's funny because I read a comment. Who was it? Oh yeah, it was Memphis Mafia Kid. And he was asked the question, how Billy Smith, I think it was Billy's birthday yesterday, wasn't it, guys? Yeah, Dan. But was it Dan? Dan, was it you that sent it me? Someone sent me a video, that Memphis Mafia Kid, I think it was last night. Yeah, Pamela, he should support her more. I know he loves Lisa, we know that. But he should support her more. And some of us think he should have got more involved with Lisa because she looked so sick at the awards, yeah? At the Grammy Awards. Anyway, as I was saying, guys, let me just get right. This is the windy bit. I want to get past this windy bit. Woo, the windy bit. Up, up and away. I'm definitely getting a tan today, guys. Got my silly little vest on. This is the only way I get brown in the UK, is if I walk around with a vest on. Oh my God, it's cold. So this little stretch is always the windiest. Let's get past this windy bit. Windy. Do 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 dum dum. So it's April, guys. We're in April. It's 2025 and we are in April. How did that happen? To me, it feels like it was Christmas yesterday. Christmas was yesterday. And now it's April. It was 2024 yesterday. And we're in 2025. Right, so let's get back to what we were saying. I forgot what I was saying now. Let's get back on topic. Yeah, Jerry did not help Lisa. He should have done. Hi, Josie. Jerry doesn't seem to be loyal to Elvis or Lisa. He's too, how can I say it? He's too interested in keeping Priscilla happy. This is the problem. Remember, for 40 odd years, yeah, everyone was keeping Priscilla happy. This is why all the news companies, the magazines, the tabloids, YouTube, you name it, they're all there to keep Priscilla happy because she was very powerful. Now, when Lisa Marie died, yeah, it does, doesn't it, Karen? When Lisa Marie died, then you have the argument with Priscilla trying to go against her daughter's wishes, Lisa, that she wants her inheritance given to the grandkids, Riley, Finley and Harper. So they have the little argument, big argument. Eventually, I think Riley did the right thing. I think Riley did what was right. Hi, Josie. I think Riley did the right thing. She threw some money at at Priscilla to go away. Here's $1 million, go away. Here's your legal fees, go away. Okay, I'll give you 100 grand a year, go away. Okay, I'll agree to the possibility of you being buried in the meditation garden, go away. I think Riley was pretty smart. She got rid of Priscilla. Now, once Priscilla was out, I do think there isn't the same need to keep Priscilla happy. I think when Priscilla was heavily involved in Graceland's, you know, her 85% involvement, whatever you want to call it, Priscilla still had a lot of power, didn't she? Before Lisa Marie died, Priscilla had a lot of power. Even taking a very high wage that she shouldn't have been. But my point is this. Once Riley got rid of Priscilla, which I think that agreement they had, the $1 million, the legal fees, all that stuff, agreeing to the meditation garden burial, it got rid of Priscilla. So she's lost her power. Priscilla now is pretty powerless when it comes to Graceland. Yeah? So if anyone's going to expose Priscilla, now's the time to do it. Do we agree with that, guys? If anyone's going to expose Priscilla, now is the time to do it. So that's my point, guys. Up until that point, everyone's been kissing Priscilla's ass. Everyone. Even Joe Esposito. When he talks about Priscilla, he talks about her in a very fond way. Now, sometimes I wonder, because obviously Priscilla, when she first moves over to Graceland, you know, around 63, when she first moves over to Graceland, she shows a very sweet side to her personality. It's 1962, 3. Everyone knows that Elvis has different girlfriends. The Anne Margaret affair comes along. By the way, I've been sent some good Anne Margaret videos. I want to review them. So my point is this. The Priscilla that first moved to Graceland was actually quite sweet. She showed, you know, very beautiful, very petite, this tiny little beautiful woman. I think sexy as well. I think everyone just sort of treated her like she was this very sweet young lady that Elvis liked. We know Elvis liked many other girls, but she was the one that Elvis moved in. I know that she lived with Vernon and Dee at first, but come on, guys. In 1963, Priscilla was one of the girls that Elvis liked, but Priscilla was the one that Elvis allowed to move in. Do we agree with that? Now, I think people like Joe Esposito, Charlie Hodge, I think they were pretty much tricked into thinking that Priscilla was a very sweet, kind young lady that was obviously in love with Elvis. This is the trick. This is the trick, guys. Priscilla has been moved into Graceland. Yeah, okay, she stayed at Vernon and Dee's, but come on, guys. She was seeing Elvis, yeah? Now, the trick is this. What they don't see, this is what Joe Esposito, I think, and Charlie Hodge, even Larry, what they don't see is that, in my opinion, Priscilla has secret aspirations. I think when Priscilla moves to Graceland and sees the Graceland and sees the wealth and the lifestyle that comes with living at Graceland, I think Priscilla changes. It's a bit like a drug addict. Yeah, I'll give you a bit. Let me just let the dogs off the leads. It's a bit like a drug addict. You know, like a heroin addict. Sorry, guys. It's a bit like a heroin addict. Once they've had one taste of it, they're hooked. And they want more and more and more. They can't get enough of it. No offense to anybody that has had drug problems. I'm just using it as an example. So she gets a taste of this celebrity lifestyle, this Hollywood style lifestyle in Graceland. Don't forget, very quickly they want to buy other homes as well. But that's not my point. So this is what I think. A different side. A seed is planted in Priscilla's mind. A different side to Priscilla emerges. The possibilities of life-changing things happening to Priscilla. The chance of fame, money, other men, success, stardom, learning how to dance, learning how to be an actress, karate lessons. You get it? Priscilla starts to see her life as a very young lady, 18, 19. She starts to see, ooh, I could have what Elvis has. I could have attention, spotlight, stardom, money. I could be loved like Elvis. Now the mistake she makes is that she has no talent. She's beautiful. Her looks are her only thing. Her body, her face, her youth. That is her talent. She can't sing, she can't act. Learning how to shag, yeah. Lorna. Other men. She clearly fancied other men. I don't care what anyone says. Now, we've got different kinds of loyalty. A woman can look at another man, a woman in a relationship can look at another man and say, he's good looking. But if you're in a relationship, you know to be loyal. Hi, Sharon. It's beautiful, isn't it? Now, this is, I think, what starts to change with Priscilla. She can't be loyal. I agree with that, Linda. She doesn't want to be forgotten. I agree. She wants to be buried next to Elvis so she's not forgotten. We all know it's ridiculous that she wants to be buried next to her ex-husband that she was unfaithful to. We know that. Anyway, back to my point. So this very young lady, hi Joanne, how are you, Joanne? This very young lady starts to see opportunity and she starts to change. And this is the side of Priscilla that I think almost ruined Elvis's life. She became money, men, mad. I always say it, money, men, power, and fame. Money, men, power, fame. So when she starts to see that, this is where they show their true colors. Did she love Elvis? Did she love Elvis? Well, if she did love him, she wouldn't have been interested in the money, men, power, fame. If she truly loved Elvis, the way a woman should love a man, she would have stayed loyal and faithful. Now, she moved over from Germany, a humble upbringing in Germany with her parents. She moved from a very small little house to a mansion, to Graceland. Now, she knew what she was getting into when she moved over with Elvis. She knew it. She knew damn well that he was still seeing other girls. Let's face it, he was still seeing Anita Wood in 1960. It was clearly obvious that Elvis was seeing other women. And she knew it. She didn't move over to Graceland as Elvis's wife, as Elvis's fiance. She moved over to Graceland as one of the women that Elvis liked. But the difference is he liked her enough to allow her to move to Graceland, to live at Graceland. Yeah? Yeah, I know, Linda, I understand that, the Child Bride book, that it could have all been a big setup, which is possible. Yeah? Now, this is my point. Once Priscilla gets the taste of stardom, of fame, yeah, we know about Mylon, the possibility that she had, or at least had a crush on Mylon in the 60s. Thank you. But this is my point, guys. She This is the one bit that tells me that she did not love Elvis. The bit that tells me that she did not love Elvis is the fact that she very quickly, even after the marriage, has the affair with Steve Peck, the dance instructor. She's only, how old is she? Guys, seriously, how old is she? 19, 20? When she has her affair with Steve Peck, the dance instructor. This is the bit that shows me that she didn't love Elvis. Now, there's a possibility that Elvis did love her for a while. But I guarantee you that once Elvis found out that she'd been unfaithful with Steve Peck, the dance instructor, only months after Lisa Marie was born, I guarantee you that he stopped loving her. That he knew that this was a big mistake. He had finally seen Priscilla's true colours, and he saw them when she was very young. Very, very young. She was pursuing Mylon. Yeah, I think we've seen that, haven't we? About her pursuing Mylon. But you know what? There could have been other men. Lorna, Josie, there could have been other men. Josie, there could have been other men in the 60s, couldn't there? If she truly loved him, Elvis, all of the stuff that happened after the marriage, after the birth of Lisa, none of it would have happened. Her seeing Steve Peck, her running off with Mike Stone, none of it would have happened if she truly loved Elvis. The best looking man on the planet, a very sexy man, a man with an amazing personality. She was a man chaser. I think any man that she fancied, any man that pushed her buttons, any man that turned her on. So my point that I'm trying to say, guys, is this. She couldn't have loved him, because if she did, she would have been loyal and faithful, even if Elvis was being naughty. Even if Elvis was being naughty, if she truly loved him, she would have waited for him. She would have stayed. Yeah? Now remember, I keep saying this, that after the engagement in December 66, I think Elvis tried to settle down, tried to calm down, tried to be loyal. When Lisa Marie was born, I'm near the motorway, Joanne, in Weston-super-Mare. When Lisa Marie was born, that of all time should have been the time that Priscilla was faithful. A newborn baby, only months old, probably living in a new house as well. I don't know exactly which house they were in. I know they moved between the homes. So the most important time for Priscilla to be faithful and loyal was just after Lisa Marie was born, and instead she's seeing the dance instructor. So doesn't that say everything to us? We here at Defending Elvis Presley, Team Elvis, doesn't that tell us everything we need to know? That being unfaithful when your child is a baby, just after you've been married, because they were only married for about a year, tells you that she did not love Elvis. I'm going to call that's going to be the name of this live stream. Priscilla Presley did not love Elvis. Because you are not going to shag the dance instructor months after your baby is born. Remember, it wasn't a one-night stand. This was going on for a while. So if this happened 6 to 12 weeks after Lisa was born, it meant they were seeing each other for a while. So that's all we need to know, isn't it? Haven't we sussed it out, guys? That we now know, really, that because she was unfaithful so soon after the birth of Lisa, that she couldn't have loved him. Priscilla did not love Elvis. That's my assumption of her behavior. So then Elvis doesn't want a fake marriage. but he doesn't want a public divorce. Hi, Liam. Elvis doesn't want a fake marriage, but he doesn't want a public divorce. He's just got married in front of the world. He got married in front of the world, and he had a baby in front of the world. He got engaged in front of the world. So when he finds out about Steve Peck, the dance instructor, and her being unfaithful just after Lisa Marie was born, when she was still a baby, what is Elvis thinking? He's thinking, I'm not going to have a divorce, a public divorce, so the whole world can watch me get divorced. So then they have a fake 18-month of marriage. This is when he goes to see Tom Jones, Muhammad Ali. They go to the awards ceremony, the JC Awards. They have a fake 18 months. This is when they meet Mike Stone. They meet Mike Stone, the karate champion. They have a fake honeymoon, like a second honeymoon. I think it was at Circle G Ranch. It's just a pretense. The relationship is over. Elvis is seeing different women. One of them, Susan Henning. You can see her on video on YouTube. She's beautiful. She had a baby, by the way, which proves that Elvis had no problem sleeping with a woman that had a baby. No problem at all. Another lie that Priscilla says, that Elvis had a problem sleeping with a married woman. It's bullshit. Complete bullshit. So, hi Kate, how are you, Kate? How's Lorna? So what I'm trying to say to you guys is this, is that you got to go by the actions. Look, we're on the motorway. Look at the motorway behind me. Look at the sign. Let me just show you the sign. Oops, hang on. Hang on, the comments are coming up. There we go. Let's let the comments disappear and then we'll show you the sign. Oh, that's good, Lorna. Hi, Teresa. How are you? I want to zoom in on the sign. Right, here we go. There we go. It's backwards lettering, but Bristol. Bristol. Right, let's have a look. Linda. I heard her say Elvis didn't know how to hold the baby. So, actions speak louder than words, yeah? We know. Yeah, they had a second honeymoon, didn't they? All right, was it in Hawaii? Yeah, that was part of it. But it was all fake, wasn't it? It was fake. The whole thing was fake. So if she was secretly seeing Mike Stone around the end of 1970 for a year, through 71, then that tells you everything about her and Elvis. There was no relationship between Priscilla and Elvis through 1971. Couldn't have been. Couldn't have been. There's no way that she was all loved up with Elvis in 1971 when she was 3, 4, maybe even 5 times a week having karate lessons with Mike Stone, the karate champion. She even had to drive 45 minutes each way to get there. Mike Stone has said this in his interviews. Remember, Mike Stone has clearly said that she wanted a divorce. Mike Stone told her that she was going to demand a divorce off Elvis. So this is my point, guys. So through 71, there is no relationship. She's seeing Mike Stone. When she gets found out, around 72, early 72, she demands a divorce straight away. Demands it. Doesn't give Elvis a choice. She's having a divorce. Now, I know many people say it was Elvis that wanted the divorce, but nah. She demanded it. Mike Stone has said it in 3 different interviews that she had planned a divorce. She wanted out. So we know 1972, there was no relationship. So think about it, guys. Do the maths. Do the maths, guys. She stopped, so she starts seeing Mike Stone around 1971, very, very early 71. Now, she was caught being unfaithful with Steve Peck around March, April in 68. They got married on May the 1st, 1967. So do the maths. From the day of getting married to the day she started seeing Mike Stone, around 71. How long is it? Work out the maths. Maximum 2 years. She was maximum with Elvis as a married woman 2 years. Because the rest of that time, she was secretly seeing Mike Stone. You get it, guys? You can't count the time that she was sleeping secretly with Mike Stone as being with Elvis, because they weren't seeing each other, guys. So their relationship is a sham. When people say that they were together for 14 years, it's a load of bollocks. People talk about Priscilla as if from age 14, 1959 to 1973 they were together. It's an absolute joke. She didn't move over till nearly 1973. Sorry, 1963. She's very quickly unfaithful after the marriage. So really work it out, do the maths. How long were they actually seeing each other as a proper couple? We know that between 1960 and up to the engagement in December 1966, Elvis was seeing other people. We know it, including Anne Margaret, of course, yeah? So when you really properly look at the relationship, the whole thing is a sham, guys. The whole thing is a joke. There is no proper relationship. Yeah, they might have had some times when they were happy, but not many. Let me just get past this person. Come on. Princess, come on. So you get what I'm saying, guys? You get it, don't you, yeah? That even the relationship, the so-called happy times of Elvis and Priscilla, and there were some, we've seen the video footage, we've seen the pictures, they did have happy times, but they were very sporadic. I would say a few months here, a few months there of happy times. But I think generally that relationship that Elvis had with Priscilla was a battleground. What's that song? Love is a battlefield. That is the relationship that Elvis had with Priscilla, a battlefield. Yeah? A very on-off short relationship that didn't last. This bullshit about 14 years is a load of crap. It's all part of the con. It's all part of the scam of how we've been lied to in the book Elvis and Me. The book Elvis and Me tries to neaten everything up. It rewrites history, it reinvents history. A book written by Priscilla where Elvis could not defend himself. A book that nobody has ever disagreed with. Priscilla Presley wrote the book Elvis and Me, and no one disagreed with it. The whole world went along with it, not just the public, the interviewers, the press, the tabloids, the magazines, the TV companies, the news companies. Everyone went along with it. Priscilla couldn't believe that she had written this best-selling book that sold millions and millions of copies, and everyone believed every word of it. She realized that she could rewrite history and no one was going to disagree with her. Do you understand that, guys? Come on. No one could disagree with Priscilla because they didn't want to. They believed her because they saw her as his only wife, the only woman that had had his child. Does that make sense, guys? She had pulled off the perfect scam. The perfect scam. And she has been pulling off the perfect scam for over 40 years. Remember, they divorced in 73. Elvis died 4-ish years later. She has spent the last 50 years telling the world that Elvis was the love of her life. She still loves him. She acts as if she's never had any other boyfriends ever, that Elvis was the only one. And the world believes it. When you listen to Piers Morgan on his show, he questions Priscilla as if she was still with Elvis the day he died. He questions Priscilla as if she is the only reason Elvis is remembered. He questions Priscilla as she is the only reason that Graceland still exists. he talks to Priscilla like she is royalty, like the Kennedys. Do you get it, guys? You get what I'm saying? It's the biggest scam in history. And even now, to this day, the scam is carrying on. Because we've seen the trip to bad news. Right, hang on. Let's get it back up. Right, hang on. Let's get it back up. Okay, guys, sorry, the wife quickly rang me. So you get what I'm saying, guys? You get what I'm saying? Yeah? The scam is still happening now. The Bad Newheim visit, then you've got the Priscilla hugging the statue, the Elvis statue in Germany, which I've seen a lot of those now. There must be some good apps that do that now. So even now in 2025, she's going around giving the interviews, talking about Elvis like he's the love of her life. She's even trying to change the ending of Sofia Coppola's film Priscilla to suit her narrative. You get it, guys? She's still getting away with it now. It's like, what is happening? Anyway, guys, I'm going to quickly jump over to Elvis Presley long lost footage. Is that okay? We've got about 15 minutes left. I thought I'll finish up on there. So I'm going to see you all on Elvis Presley long lost footage in 30 seconds. 30 seconds, guys. Love you all. You're the best.